This is Digivation Network.
Up next is Inside Computer Village with Gideon Tobiloba. This week, our focus is on the leasing of properties in Computer Village, Lagos, and how the cost of these shops affect businesses in the biggest hub in Africa. Over to you, Toby.
Thank you, Adaze. This is Inside Computer Village, and today we are looking at the cost of renting shops here. Some have big shops, some have attachments, some are on the road. We want to know what it costs to get these spaces in this market. Is it high? Is it low? And how does it affect markets? Come with us.
On the very, very high side. As in Lagos, Computer Village paid the highest shop rent. Automatically, once we are on the high side in paying the cost of rent, automatically it's affecting our business negatively.
Very, very high. In the whole Nigeria, here is the most expensive shop in the whole Nigeria. In Computer Village, you are renting a shop, 1.something million, 1.5, a shop a year, annually. And the thing is affecting us so much. People may pay for the first time. After their money expired, they cannot be able to pay again. The next thing is notice, and their money is gone.
If you ask me, I think it's a bit moderate, you understand? But, it depends on the facility, the plaza. I think you understand. There are some plazas that have a standby generator. The rent is quite different from those that does not have a standby generator. Then there are some plazas that are just newly built. So you cannot compare with the ones that have been built long before then.
Well, the cost of renting a shop in Computer Village here is quite high compared to other parts of Lagos. For instance, if someone wants to rent a shop now, and you tell him to pay 2 million to pay for one particular shop, a shop that he can get elsewhere at the rate of 500,000 naira, to cover up, to make up that money to pay the shop next year. Of course, he'll have to add money to the products he's selling. So when customers come and they keep complaining about the price of goods, we tell them it's not our fault. There are so many things that are involved. But if the person does not add the money to his price, how will he be able to pay the rent for the next year? So it's a big problem.
All right, we're still watching Inside Computer Village, and today we are looking at how the cost of renting shops affect business in this market. Also, whether it is high or low. We have seen responses from some of them saying that it is high. Some said it is balanced in some ways, but a majority of them are lamenting. And right now, I'm inside the store of a businesswoman in this market who sells accessories and what have you, who wants to tell us more about the cost of rent in this market and how it is affecting the business.
Renting a shop in Computer Village, wow, is too very, very expensive, very high. Like you see people renting a shop of 7 million. The normal rent might be like, let's say 1 million, 1.2, 700,000, 1.5. But before you could be allowed to rent that shop, they will ask you to pay a certain amount of money. Maybe to the owner of the shop who just left that shop. Understand? Maybe called sub-renting, or what will I call it? So it now makes everything high. Before you can get a shop, you keep like 7 million, 5 million, even some more. Honestly, it's really affecting us, the businessmen and women in this Computer Village.
All right, that's it. We've spoken with traders in this market, even customers. They all are saying the same thing, that the cost of renting shops in this market is very high. It calls for serious intervention from the government and all players to ensure that things are made easy for these traders in this market. And all effort to speak with landlords or their representatives proved abortive. On this note, I put a curtain on this segment today. My name is Gideon Tobiloba. Back to you, Adaze.
This is Digivation Network.